Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody. Today guys we'll take a look at the gold market. Mostly we will talk on the tactical analysis, tactical situation, because as you can see in recent week, last week market mostly stands tight after the huge drop on Monday. All other actions stand in rather tight range, and particularly to this standing, market keeps chance on the minor upward bounce. So we think that the probability that market could move to the 1126, 1130 area to retest broken important low is not as small as it seems, and as it stands on the market's opinion. That in fact this stands in the habit of the gold market, and since market stands right now at the very strong support area, would not see anything curious with the possible upward bounce. So on the daily chart, as you can see, market stands very strong support cluster, so this is oversold. Yearly pivot support 1088. I don't have it on this chart, but probably guys you remember that this is also yearly pivot support 1. This is also the 1618 extension of the butterfly, and take a look, that's ABCD target of the inner ABCD pattern. It's 1618 extension. So that's really a strong support cluster, and minor bounce for the just 3-8 retracement. It will not be really a big deal for the gold market. At the same time, guys, on the high time frame charts, we of course see the signs that market could drop even lower. And if you are interested with it, you could read today a weekly research, because in the fundamental part of the research we have added some article that explains the relation between the mining expenses of the mining companies and the gold price. So it's destruct the rumors and destruct the myth about strong relation, in terms that that's as many analyses said that gold can't drop below the 1000 because it will be very close to the mining expenses, and in this case mining companies just will stop to extract gold, just stop mining gold, and the supply on the gold market will drop, and this will push prices to the upside. Well, this is true, but the question is in what term this will happen. And this article gives you the explanation, and very clear and explanation on this subject, and towards speaking that yes, this is true, but contraction of the supply happens year by year, so it can't drop immediately in very significant value. Besides, the mining companies will work even with the low prices, and even if the extraction mining price will drop below, if the gold price will drop below the mining expenses. And then in this situation, gold companies still working, and this is just comes from the nature of this business. So they will mostly, it stands on the technology of the mining gold, and they come to the contraction of the supply and closing of the mines in absolute outstanding moment. So if something really they do this only as the final, as the last measure to contract the expenses. That's why, so it's better if you read this, is really interesting. So that all that I would like to say by this article is that we should be ready and keep our mind open for the further drop, so we do not be shocked if, for example, we will see the gold market at 900 or even lower. So that's really not will be, it will not mean that that mining companies will start to shut the mines. Absolutely not. So right now to the tactical moments that are closer to us and what we could do in the next week. On the daily chart, we will be watching for retracement up. that we will use for taking the short position. A most probable target is 1126, 1130 area. And if we will get lucky, here we could get the bread and butter sell. So we have discussed this on Friday, maybe you remember this. So we have the nice thrust down. Appearing of the bread and butter here will be very suitable. This will be just perfect from the from the risk point of view. In general, for the trading, this will be perfect setup. It simultaneously will let us to take the short position, and if market will get here, it will let us to treat butterfly as work properly, since market will show the trade retracement. That's the minimum retracement that market should show after the completion of the butterfly. That's what about the daily chart. So this upward action really could happen. On the intraday charts, we could see how definitely it could happen. This is just one of the possible scenarios. We do not want to say that this definitely will happen in this way, but it really could happen because it very often happens in such a manner. So if you're a scalp trader, you can think about taking the long position, but be really careful and control your risk. As we said on Friday, we have the 3-drive buy pattern. That's in fact the reversal upside pattern that could trigger retracement, and in fact it has triggered upward retracement. So if you were able to recognize this pattern at time, you're guys really good traders if you have taken position here. But if you didn't do this, don't be upset, because you will get the chance to trade in upside direction if you of course do this in general. If you trade not on the daily, but you also trade in intraday charts. So the minimum target of the 3-drive pattern is the top of the second drive. It stands right here. So it means that market should take it out of this top to treat this pattern as the completed. So market has hit the minor target of this pattern, and it treats it as the completed. At the same time, if this will happen, you'll see that market in this case will form a reversal, upside reversal swing, because this swing up will be greater than this swing down. That swing calls as reversal. Odds suggest that the market mechanics suggest that when the market forms the upside reversal swing, it should show deep retracement down. Maybe it will be compounded ABCD retracement, maybe just a V-shaped retracement. Doesn't matter. The fact that this retracement probably will be deep. This comes from this previous strong bearish momentum, since it still stands on the market and this push market lower, and this will force market to show the deep retracement. That particularly the moment for those who would like to take the long position. We expect that probably market will show the 618 retracement of this swing up, whatever it will be. If this really will happen, in this case, we could get, as the final stage of this action, we could get this ABCD pattern that precisely will lead us to the 1126. That will be also in an area around weekly pivot resistance 1, and take a look. This will be particularly this level. That's our trading plan that we think that's really could happen. At least it very probable. Also, guys, take a look. Here we have nicely looking bullish divergence right at the daily strong support. That's important. So that's what about the tactical step on the gold market. So let's see how it will turn. If we will get lucky and this will happen, all this stuff, then next stage will be taking the short here. So as you can see, after the plunge, gold market looks really interesting. It's could form and could generate a lot of different setups in trading.